guys, we're back for episode 3 of Oxygen Not Included. I am Folix. So let's jump on in and see where our dupes are at. I'm going to slow this down just a smidge because we are going super speed. We don't need that. So, I got this setup done in between episodes. So, let's jump in here. So we have our carbon scrubber. So we have the clean water input coming in here, and it's outputting polluted water, which is then getting dumped in here. Perfect. It can sit there. No big deal. Eventually what I will do is get a... Let's see if I can find it. I might not have it researched yet. Know what I'm looking for. Just a matter if I can see it. This right here, under distillation, the water sieve. So what this does is it uses sand and polluted water to create clean water. Now, that doesn't mean that the germs won't still be in the water, but after so many cycles, the germs just die out naturally. So I'm not too concerned about running it through a separate system where we've got like a holding system with chlorine, which reacts with the water to purify it and degermify it. I just usually do straight up from the polluted water into the sieve, back into our clean water tank, and then it'll be germy for a while, but eventually it'll all end up being clean, pure water. I never get too concerned about it. Let's see here. Let's get that done, guys, shall we? And pretty much what I'm going to do for a little bit here, let them get caught up. I want to get this going. There's no way they did all 10 already. So, with this system, so right now, this manual, I can think of it, manual generator and the jumbo battery are powering the 2 oxygen diffusers, the water pump, and the carbon scrubber. Then over here, we have a manual generator, a jumbo battery, and then the metal refinery. I have it on its own separate circuit because this thing sucks so much power that you have to run it separate. It has to have its own power source in order to actually run properly. Now, what I've done in the past was hook up just the manual generator to this guy here, had this at a priority 9, and then had this going. But what ended up being the situation with that is now you need a buffer. So you need some held battery power in here to keep it running because, like I said, it sucks a lot of power. Alright, so looks like everyone's just kind of running around, doing their thing. Yep, that all looks good. And since we don't have any major priorities going on right now, these guys are just cleaning up here. Yeah, and it looks like a good chunk of our carbon is starting to go away, which is awesome. I'll take it. Eventually what I could do is take this carbon scrubber, move it over here, or move it down. That's what I've done in the past, was just move it downward. That way I'm not messing around with, having to re-pit it. I just, wherever it ends up, that's where I go to clean it up. Alright. So these guys are starting to dig stuff out here, which is perfect. Yeah, see, we've got all of this, this natural gas, which we will get to. We will take care of that in due time. Right now, it's just going to pool down here, which is absolutely perfect. Let's check out our carbon level. All right. All right, we currently have no research focus. Let's do this. Let's do the water sieve. We'll get that done. That also gives us the algae distiller too, so it refines slime into algae, which is nice. I've kind of played with it. I haven't really made a, use it a lot. But this will actually come in handy quite a bit. And we have the ethanol distiller too. Again, I have never really played with the ethanol distiller, but that is what it is. Yeah, it looks like we are good on stress yet. 0% across the board. Love to see that number. So today what I'd like to do, actually, real quick, I want to go temperature modulation first. So I want this insulated tile before we do what we're going to do next. And then what we'll do with the insulated tile is we're actually going to come over here, we'll start filling this with the insulated tile. Let me just take a look at the skills here, see if we can jump anybody up. Devin, let's get you to do crop tending. Ellie. Yeah, we'll start her improved carrying here, because eventually she's going to want to start doing her suit wearing. So she'll do the suit sustainability training, the exosuit. She likes doing the piloting stuff, and then eventually she'll work on navigation, which will be absolutely fantastic. But we also have to run her through all of the sciences as well in order to get to the rocket stuff. So we'll see how that all plays out. Let's see. Then Frankie, I think Frankie will get working on art. Rowan, our new guy. Okay, so Rowan loves farming, cooking, and doctoring. We're going to go #1 doctoring on him. And then Travaldo, our stinky man. I don't want to jump up to 2 just yet. Let's do cooking, grilling for him. And then Turner. His 3 would max out, but let's do it. Now it's kind of cool, and I don't really know if there's any major deal with these. Is these hats. I don't know if they really give us any extra boosts, but it is really fun. I like to look at these guys in their little hats running around. It's really cute. And then we're gonna get him with the critter hat. Alright, perfect. So we'll get out of here. And these guys are just working away. Alright, so real quick, let's take a look at the priorities and see where we're at. So where it's very monotone or white, they don't really have any skill in it. It's not going to hurt if you put it up or put it down. Where it starts to get red, or like for Turner here, his attack is super high. So I have his priority for attacking and his priority for digging up on top. I've got Devin set for farming, and then I think I had him for doctoring as well. No, I did not. So we'll put Devin on doctoring, and we'll also put Rowan on doctoring as well. Actually, I might set him back down to basic here, because Devin's going to be our big doctor. That's what he's going to do. We'll put him on farming on high as well, and then we'll take Frankie and put him on operating, so he'll be working most of the machinery. For cooking, we can throw Ellie up on cooking, and then we'll do Frankie as well. We don't have a kitchen set up yet, so I'm not too worried. Oh, yes, sweet. Okay, perfect. So it looks like our insulated tile is done. Love to see it. Let's check our temperature really quick. Oh, temperature. Yeah, see that heat starting to suck in here. We don't want that. So let's go ahead. Let's do tile here. And then I want to do insulated tile all throughout here, because this will keep that heat back. Oop, not dig. Cancel, cancel, cancel. I want them to build up this tile, this insulated tile, because that'll keep that heat backed off here. Let's take a look around the rest of the base. It's all still looking really good. We're starting to get some heat sucking in right here, and then obviously we've got the heat up here. So this is going to be detrimental to our plants. We do not want this. So I think what we'll do is we'll throw up a dig command up here. And then I want to back all this up with this insulated tile all the way through here. And I'll probably insulate. Ooh, cancel. I hate when I misclick like that. It's a pain in the butt. But luckily, if I'm doing it in the sides here, it's not a big deal. We can go back and fix it before the dupes start building. So, all right, so let's see. Get that ladder going all the way up. Perfect. Looks like that research is complete. So let's see here. I think we needed right here. So we're going to go straight into the advanced power, and then we're going to get the low resistance conductors as well. Just the way we'll be good there. And then over here we have the renewable energy. So solar panels, steam turbine. I kind of worked a little bit with the steam turbine. Hasn't always been the greatest thing in the world for me, but that's because I'm usually finding the cool steam vents, and what you really need is like the hot steam vents. Yeah, even though you'd think that the cool steam vents, because they're giving off like 200 degrees Fahrenheit of consistent heat, it should build up enough pressure and enough heat should be an issue. It is though. And the next thing we'll do this one right now, then we'll get to this one, and then we'll come over here and we'll do the low conductors. We'll get that done right away. All right, looks like we got some new blueprints. What are we looking at? Construction tidying. Ooh, decreased cuisine. And increased food morale. And then we have... Oh, Ari here might not be so bad. Good bedside manner. Trivial taste buds, so we don't have to worry about her, you know, what she eats. It's not going to affect her mood. She can't build. This one here, too. Shriveled taste buds and increased creativity. 9 on the creativity, machinery, and excavation. I'm honestly going to reject these. It's not what I'm looking for. I would like to find somebody that we can do. There was one I was looking for because I have one super digger right now. Like to get one more digger. And if I can find one that starts off with a big bonus, that would be so much better. But I swear there was another one that I wanted, because I think... So he's got farming, Ellie's got cooking and science and all that good jazz. Frankie's on art and supplying, got doctoring, tinkering, grilling, and researching, and then, yeah, right here. Okay, well that's fine. The extra set of hands would have been nice to kind of start digging all this out, but that's all right. You know, we deal with it, right? We'll just deal with it. And I think what I want to do, just to help hold out some of this heat, is go like that. So give us a little bit of a heat barrier when we can. Yeah, so 5 people running a research is... or running a base, or 6 people running a base of this size as we're opening things up. Probably not the smartest thing in the world. Oh, that's right, that output pipe always ends up getting full. Let's take a look at that here. Oh, that's ventilation. Yeah, because the way I have it hooked up is it's feeding back into the system instead of rerunning new piping to go back in and out of the system and all this other good stuff. It's pretty much circulating in its own system, but it gets angry, it gets, you know, full after a while. But it's fine, we should have more than enough to do what we need to do. Let me just check our temperature. So I think what I'm going to do, once we have this temperature situation kind of controlled a little bit better, is start figuring out where I want to put this. Yeah, see, this is starting to give off a ton of heat. These are also giving off a ton of heat. So what I'll probably end up doing is moving all this mechanical stuff down here, because this stuff is already hot. It's already hot down here. Actually, let's set up a dig command for all of this. Now, I'm not too worried about the chlorine, because what's going to happen is this chlorine is going to settle down here. My big concern right here is this hydrogen. This hydrogen is going to go all the way to the top of the base, and it's going to be an annoyance. All right, so while these guys are drifting into sleep here, I'm going to come in here. Now, this is the plan by Cryptid Fox. I will link his video for this down in the description. It's honestly one of the coolest things I've seen. We've got everything that we need for the most part. I'm actually going to start research on that. Actually, no, we got to wait. I can get it pre-planned, and we'll have to wait. So we'll do those first, but we'll get it pre-planned. So the way this works, I think we'll build it right there. So then you want 4 interior tiles. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 5 right here. So we got 4 interior tiles. This is going to come up and bump out. And this is going to go all the way up. And actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch those to insulated tile, to be honest with you. That's what I'm going to do, actually. Just because we're going to deal with some heat transfer here. Now I'm doing this by memory, which may or may not be a good thing, but this is what I'm doing. So you'll set it up, so you got 4 here. So what will happen is you're gonna put, let's see, where's my ventilation? A gas pump here and a gas pump here. You're then gonna take your oxylizer, just an oxygen, or sorry, your electrolyzer. Oh, I put that in the wrong spot. Hold on. Electrolyzer goes over here. And then the other gas pump is gonna go right here. So actually I could bump that in 1. So let's cancel this here. And then you're gonna give it its own row. So you have an upper row here. Then what you're gonna do for your automation, so we gotta research this here, this Atmos sensor, because we're gonna need this, because what that will do is that will actually shut these pumps off when it reaches the appropriate air pressure. Alright, they can finish drilling all that stuff out. Just because I am worried about this heat transfer, I want to get this stuff done right away if we can. Like, I want this to be like the big thing. There we go. So how this works then is this is going to produce hydrogen, hydrogen. And we're going to use this pump to suck the hydrogen out to go into the hydrogen generator. This is going to pump out the oxygen because the oxygen is going to drop down here, hydrogen is going to rise. So this will pump out the oxygen, and then we'll be able to port that oxygen all over our base. And it looks like we got our best friend Devin here who might get stuck, so we're gonna come over here and try to make sure we get a bridge built for him. All right, so I've just been letting it run a little bit, do its thing. Let's see. So we need an extra body. That's essentially what this comes down to. So we have Marie or we have Catalina. I am not going to take Marie just because she does have the flatulence and the small bladder, which means she's going to have to go to the bathroom more frequently. And we're going to have more natural gas being produced. So we don't need that. But we will take Catalina because she is germ resistant. She has the shriveled taste buds. And she's not good at agriculture, which is totally fine. We just will not have her do anything with farming. And then for stress reaction, she is a vomiter. And she's super productive. But it's easy enough to clean up a lot of that vomiting issue if she gets too stressed. So yeah, but we need the extra set of hands. We need all hands on deck. Ooh, looks like we got some skill points to give away. Rowan, my friend. Alright, so I think we're going to take Bedside Manner 2 for him. We'll upgrade his little hat. So we'll take Bedside for him. That way when we start needing a doctor, we'll be able to take care of that. And then for Catalina, she has her 1 skill point. So we're going to go ahead and we'll just grab her improved carrying right away. Oops, wrong button. Oh, it looks like we are down for the count here, which this is fine. So what we'll do with power here is we're going to come in here and we are going to deconstruct this power line right here. We're going to get rid of it. Because what we're going to do is once it's deconstructed, we'll throw some heavy watt wire in here. Because again, it's sucking up a lot of power. So we'll take that heavy watt wire and we'll replace it, which is totally fine. So everyone's just running around doing their thing. Once we get this removed, then what we'll do is get in some more of these little bathrooms just to kind of give that extra morale boost. Oh yeah, up here. So I forgot what we were going to do here because this needs plus 20 decor. So we are going to, oh, it won't let me. Well, my whole plan is I'm going to do the corner molding and then the regular crown molding across the top here. Which is so weird. Why wouldn't it let me do the corner molding here? Must be built in a... Oh, because it's not built in a corner. So yeah, so I'll be doing the molding here. Now that's... Oh, I lost it. Yeah. This will give us a plus 5 decor. And we need at least a plus 20 for it to count. So we'll go straight across the top. And then what we'll probably end up doing is taking a sculpting block. This should fit right here. We'll take a sculpting block and we'll pop it right here just to give that little extra bonus. Let's see, where's that here? Priority. Oh, it's not gonna let me do it. So I'll just go like this, and then I'm gonna go manual generator at a 7. And that at a 7. So what I did real quick is I went and actually changed my priority numbers. So they're kind of focusing on this, and then they'll focus on this. I want them to get this done as soon as possible because it'll give us that increased morale. Oh, and I noticed that they haven't done anything with this cot yet. So whoever gets a chance will take care of that cot. Looks like we are. Yes, we are. So we have our conductive wire. So the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to run this conductive wire right there. Ooh. Let's see here. Cancel that build. We don't need that extra wire going up. Boom. So those are set up. We're gonna have our ventilation. And once we start getting an extra buildup of oxygen, I can move these pipes around, so that'll be no big deal. And then we need the hydrogen generator right here. Oh, which needs more refined ore, which is totally fine, because we're gonna go like this, and we're gonna do the heavy watt wire across the board there. And you're going to see as soon as you start getting, the better electrical, you're going to want to, as soon as possible, get everything upgraded. Like, no joke. Yeah, see right now, like, so for instance, this water right here is 148, 158 degrees, depending on where you're looking. Hey, we got 2 tables. That's nice. So we're gonna, like I said, want to be very careful with our heat. So throw a manual airlock down there and extra tile. And then let's get there's the corner. Let's say, where'd the corner go? Corner's gone. Now, as far as I know, this crown molding and stuff does not block the ventilation at all. It doesn't block any of the air circulating around. So, yeah, we definitely need to get some more work done on these bathrooms. That's going to have to be a given right now. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to deconstruct that for the minute. Yeah, they're going to get these tables built. Which is perfect. It's exactly what we want. And then I'm actually going to set these up to an 8. Get these cleaned out. If we could, please. Otherwise, I'm sure we're going to start having accidents. We don't want accidents. So then what we're going to do, now that they got these tables built, just start assigning them. So everyone's got a table to sit at. And then we just have Turner. Boom. And I ended up making an extra table here. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have 8. And then we have 7 beds in here. Totally fine. Eventually we'll expand up and add probably another barracks here. Now I'm trying to think, because I could build a second one here, which I might do that. All right. If I build another one here, so throw a manual airlock there. 1 tile here. Another manual airlock. Oops, not there. Now I broke it. Let's see here. Gas pipe there. Do a manual airlock here. That should give us, theoretically speaking, that extra space that we need. Yep, that should give us our extra space. Do another insulated tile here. And then we should be able to just come straight up from there. Actually, hold on. Cancel that. Nope, wrong tile. Cancel. There we go. That should take care of that. Then we can come in here with the airflow tiles and the one standard tile and our door and how's that outflow pipe blocked again? Shouldn't be blocked. Oh, because we're out of battery. Eh. Well, let's go like that. Because we're done researching for a minute, so I'm not gonna be too concerned there. So let's see. I don't like where our food's at to add an extra person. I'd love to take her though. Oh, but she does. Her increased athletics is fantastic. But see, this is what I don't get, okay? She has plus 10 for building. But then she has a decrease for building. Yeah, we're gonna just reject them all. We don't need anything like that today. Let's see here. Ventilation. Let's see. What I need to do right now is get this set up so we can start making oxygen because we are dying over here. And that's not an exaggeration. We are starting to lose a ton of oxygen. And we need to start getting this sorted out. We need to get this oxygen pumping. I'm not too worried about setting up on batteries at the moment. This was a bad choice to take this out. Because this needs air. So let's change this down to an 8 for the moment. Just because I need to get this wired done. And I need to get this rocking and rolling. And then this has to hurry up and be done. So let's see here. Let's set this for a 9. This dork. 5. So what I'm doing with this right now is once he's done with this Atmos sensor, how this is going to work is this is not going to pump anything out if it's below 750. So anything 750 and above is when that is going to kick over. Come on, guys. Let's get this done. I know that door got changed back. We're going to fix that. Alright. This has to go. And it has to go like now. So I hate doing these emergency priorities. I really, really, really do. But sometimes they just do not work as fast as I would like them to. Again, we only have 7 people. This would probably go a lot quicker if we had more, but we do not. Now what we're going to end up doing here with this guy, it's going to go into ventilation. Perfect. And then I'm going to kind of snake this around a little bit, go up and under. And I think here is where we're going to put our hydrogen generator. I know, guys. I guess we'll enable that one really quickly. I know. We're lacking oxygen. Trying. See, all this turned purple. This was all nice and bright blue and all so pretty, and Now it's not. Now we have a ton of natural gas, though, which is kind of scary. But we do have a ton of carbon, too. So I think what I'll end up doing here is I will enable this building as well. I just want to make sure our lines are all still... Oh, yeah, they look beautiful. Beautiful. So that'll get turned back on in a minute here. Let's see where these guys are at. Yeah, it's just barely breathable air. So we have to go through... Hopefully one more day we can catch this back up and get this back where I want it to be. The sooner we can get this oxygen pumping through here, the better. So we'll put our hydrogen gens down here. We'll end up... Let's see here. Alright, so since we have these oxygen diffusers going, you can see our oxygen starting to look much better. Thank goodness. I am going to pop a couple of airflow tiles in just to clear out some of this carbon we've got going on. And then what we're going to do is, once we have this running the way I want it to, we'll start researching. I'll show you. It is somewhere around here. Let's see here. Right here. The gas reservoir. So this is actually, we'll use an air, pump with the air filter. Or the gas filter. So we use a gas pump with the gas filter, and it will filter all the natural gas into these. We can also do it for hydrogen, carbon, pretty much any gas. You can even do it with regular oxygen. But we already got enough stuff running off of like 3 batteries, so I do not want to be taking up any more time with that. Can we get, like, this stuff done? Yes, I know you have minor eye irritation. So one thing we'll have to do, too, is we'll run... water line here. Oop, missed a chunk. In there as well, because the electrolyzer is going to need the water, so it uses clean water to run. That will set back on 5. The electrolyzer itself does not need to be a 9. Alright, we got some new printables. Let's take a look here. Paku, I'm not too worried about the Paku. So let's see. Tier 1 skill with grilling. Uncultured green thumb. Oh, a nectophobic. Not too sure about that. Now she is a mouth breather, which means she has an increased... which means she has got increased air consumption. Diver's lungs is the best because they, people need less oxygen. And we have unempathetic and unpracticed artist. 2 negatives. I'm just gonna get rid of them. I'm not too worried about the nectophobic. I would prefer not to have him, just because I don't need his need for light to ruin anybody else's day. That's kind of my big thing. And they're working on getting all these pipes done, which is fantastic. Now, one issue we're gonna have is this. This is gonna get screwed up with this with the Sorry for the random pause. My lights went out. I don't know why. But we're good now. So this is gonna... I can't remember what I was saying. But I know that this... My brain stopped working. This natural gas is going to cause trouble for a hydrogen generator, but I'm not going to be super concerned about it because hopefully this stuff will all go through this pump here and we'll be good to go. So I'd like to get this all done if we can. If the dupes here would be so kind. So yeah, if we can get these guys to hustle, that would be fantastic. Because then what I'm going to do is do... Oh, not that. We'll cancel that in just a second. So yeah, so what we'll do is we'll get our hydrogen pumps down here. Or sorry, hydrogen generators down here. Oh, let's see here. Put one here, and then we could probably put one right there, which actually means we need to move that piping, but that's all right. We'll worry about that when we get to it. Oh yeah, look at that. Our stress was, I think it was like a 13 or a 14. It might have jumped up even maybe a little higher than that. And now we're back down to 0. I love it. And I think a lot of it had to do with this oxygen problem. We were having this huge oxygen issue. I think we now have it fixed. So once we get this going, what we'll do is we'll actually rerun the power line back up off of this and into the batteries when we get the batteries set up. So let me see, let's look at power. Yeah, because we're gonna need the power smart batteries. And then I like to have this large transformer as well, and we're probably just put that right there. And then we'll run our heavy watt wire here. Next engineering skill? What are you talking about, friend? Oh. Ah, the improved tankering. No, we don't lack it. We have it now. All right, perfect. So yeah, so what I'm going to do in between episodes here is hopefully get the rest of this built, get this cleaned out, get our hydrogen generators going, and then when we come back, hopefully we should be all good to go with oxygen, and then we can get this all finished up, make everything all happy here. So I think we'll call it an episode. I don't feel like we got a whole lot done this episode, but we got this set up. Once we get back at it, I will explain to you how all of this works. Because I probably did a terrible job of explaining it, and I apologize. But yeah, I also want to be able to get all these batteries, basically get everything off of these batteries, and get this stuff moved down here so we can take care of some of that heat issue that we've been having too. So, all right, guys, thank you for watching. If you guys enjoyed, please like, subscribe, leave a comment letting me know what you guys thought. Again, if you guys have any tips, tricks, anything that you think I could benefit from, let me know. I love learning new things about this game. I love this game so much. So yeah, let me know. Have a great day, and we'll see you in the next one.